Public School. We are continuing with class 8 grammar topic, and that is determiners. We have already understood what determiners are. The four types of determiners, which are articles, demonstrative, possessives, and quantifiers. We have understood that articles also have two types, which are definite and indefinite. In definite article, we will take the, and in indefinite article, we will take a and an. What are articles? Articles are basically a type of determiners, okay, and they define noun as specific or unspecific. They define noun as specific or unspecific. We have gone through all these things. This is just a brief revision. Then there are two types of articles. We have already talked about it right now. Definite, when something is, when it is used to point out something specific, and indefinite, it is used to point out something that is not specific. Definite is the, and indefinite is a and n. Definite the. Usage also we have gone through very briefly. I'm just going with unique objects and noun made definite by mentioning it before. If you have mentioned a noun before and then you're talking about it again, then it becomes a definite. Then it will take a definite article, and unique objects, which are only one in the world, those will take the. Then a noun made definite by adding phrase or clause, noun representing one particular thing, singular noun to represent a whole class or group, and a proper noun if it is used as an adjective. Then common noun to give it the meaning of an abstract noun. And then we have public buildings and all these things here. Few newspapers and magazines, some very well-known books which are of great importance. Then we have usage of a and an. To be very clear, again and again I'm pointing out, it will always be used with singular countable nouns only. It will never be used with singular uncountable nouns or plural nouns. Any uncountable or countable doesn't matter. Okay. Use of indefinite articles is when it is mentioned for the first time, when it is used as an example of a class. When it is when the noun begins with a consonant sound, and when the noun begins with a vowel sound. Units of weight and volume if there are in singular form. Certain numbers when we are taking it as a whole and as a singular. Certain exclamatory expressions, again to be noted that it should be singular. Then express quantity, a pair of shoes, a dozen of mangoes. ठीक है, अगर आप कोई भी एक क्वांटिटी को पॉइंट आउट कर रहे हो, बट इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट द क्वांटिटी शुड बी इन singular form. Expression of frequency, again the same thing. He shops twice a week or everything. So again, singular has to be very important with all these things. An is usage of an is similar as a, but the only difference is that an will always be used with a vowel sound. There are some exceptions we discussed yesterday also. A unicorn, a European, a university. U and E both are vowels, but the sound is consonant. That's why they are taking a an honest, an R, an MP. Okay? Starting with a consonant but has a vowel sound, so it will take an. Then understanding grammar. Okay? This is one very small pie chart which I have taken to explain you how to use a, an, and the in a very short and a very compact form. First, we'll take a or an. These are one things which have been mentioned very clearly. First time, one or any, some quantities, jobs, and exclamations when they are singular. When something is mentioned for the first time or there's one or any. Not talking about anything specific, but talking randomly about something, then it will take a or an. Some quantities. Okay? Then jobs. If you're talking about your job or if you're talking about your profession, it will also take a and. Supposingly, I am a teacher. Okay? So the teacher is my job, so I'll always put in I am a engineer. I'm an engineer. So an will come there. Okay? Engineer. I'm an engineer. That's my profession. So an will come with that. I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, whatever it is. I'm a caretaker, whatever it can be. Okay. Then exclamations when it is a singular, what a beautiful day. We have taken this example earlier also. Then the, when something is used for the second time, here it was one or any, and here it is only one. Okay. Then then we have rivers and seas. When we are talking about the rivers or the seas, then also we will take one the only, because one they are specific. They are only one, like the Ganges. If we talk the Ganga river, if we talk, that's only one in the world. There are not around 10 Gangas in the whole world or something. The river Nile, something, the Arabian Sea, the Bay of Bengal, the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean. These will take that. Superlatives, adjectives, 3 degrees are there: positive, comparative, and superlative. Comparative will always take superlatives will always take the. Okay. She is the fastest girl in the class. She is the fastest girl in the class. Okay. Then because we are using the superlative degree of adjective fastest, that is why we are taking the. Okay. Then inventions, when some invention is mentioned, like the example which is given here is the computer has revolutionized the work way we work. So the computer is an invention. Okay, computer is an invention, and because it was made for the first time and that's something specific we are talking about, we will take the. Then there are some examples where we do not use any article. Okay, when we do not use any article, that also has to be kept in mind. The first one is exclamations, plural. When you're talking about plural exclamations, we yesterday also we talked about it. What a beautiful child, what beautiful children. When that was in singular, we use the article, and when that was in plural, we are not using any article. Meals, when we are talking, we'll never say I'm having a breakfast or I'm having the lunch. It is always I'm having lunch, I'm having breakfast. Did you take your breakfast? Did you take your a breakfast? Did you take the breakfast? That's wrong. Okay. Before meals, there will be never an article. Special places, okay, when there are common special places, schools, colleges, and everything. Okay. Then proper nouns. Proper nouns will never take any article until and unless they are used as an adjective. Dhoni example, remember? Okay. Then generalization. Dogs are better than cats. When you're generalizing things, you're talking something which is very general or a random statement or a random thought when you're giving, then it will not take any article. I hope articles was clear. Again, I'm telling you, if you have any doubts regarding all these things, you can call me between 4 to 7. Then the second type of determiners is demonstrative. Very simple thing is that there are only 4 demonstrators. There are just 4 demonstratives, okay, which are this, that, these, and those. I have used the simplest picture I could to explain it to you. This is used for singular, that is used for singular, these is used for plural, and those is used for plural. Okay. I hope that is clear. This and these are used for things which are near us, and that and those are used for things which are away from us. These are things which you have which you have been learning like since kids, but that is just one specific thing which we wanted, that is a part of determiner, so I had to tell you. A word that directly indicates a person or thing or few people or few things is called a demonstrative. And it is directly indicating, there's no writing of phrases or anything, just pointing out things, that is demonstrative. This box, the near one, singular. That box, the singular, far away one. These boxes, the near, plural one. Those boxes, the far, प्लूरल वन. दिस का प्लूरल दीज हो जाता है, दैट का प्लूरल दोज हो जाता है. दिस और दीज जो है वो उन चीजों के लिए आएगा जो हमारे पास में है, और दैट और दोज उन चीजों के लिए आएगा जो हमसे दूर है. बस इतना सा ही कॉन्सेप्ट है डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव्स का. देयर इज नथिंग मोर देन दैट इन डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव्स. Possessives. Possessives are those words which show that belongs to something. Something. Okay. और सब्जेक्ट की तरह यूज होते हैं वो यहाँ पर आएंगे. ठीक है. इज दैट योर गिफ्ट मीन्स कि या क्या ये तुम्हारा गिफ्ट है. तो योर को पॉइंट आउट करने के लिए इसने क्या किया है. आई मीन गिफ्ट को किसका है वो गिफ्ट. उस गिफ्ट के ऊपर जो ओनरशिप है उसको पॉइंट आउट करने के लिए क्या किया गया है. ये दिखाया गया है. ठीक है. I hope possessives are clear. I don't think so anybody has any doubt regarding that. Then we have indefinite adjectives which are also called quantifiers. Which are also called quantifiers. As the name itself suggests, those things, those words which are used to describe um, the quantity. Those words which are used to describe the quantity of something. Okay? And basically they are indefinite. कोई फिक्स क्वांटिटी वो बात नहीं कर रहे. They're talking about it in an indefinite sense that are called quantifiers. Any, each, few, many, less, several, some. ये सारे जो है इसके अंदर आएंगे. Okay, I have taken some examples which are there in your book itself. The first one is some. Some is always used for affirmative verbs. मतलब अगर sentence जो है that is in affirmation positive format में है तो you will use some. He brought some milk. He brought some milk. तो brought क्योंकि affirmative verb है. He did not bring या ऐसा कुछ इसके अंदर नहीं आया तो what we are using some. Then when we are using offers or request. ठीक है. And we are talking about some quantity. ठीक है. तो could you please lend me some money. Could you please lend me some money. That is a request. ठीक है. Would you like some coffee. That would have been a offer. ठीक है. So these sentences will take some because the quantity is not particular. Yeah, you cannot just measure coffee. अच्छा, we can measure coffee, but practically in daily life that's not possible. ऐसा तो है नहीं कि 4 चम्मच कॉफी लोगे क्या. ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. तो that way it will. ठीक है. Singular countable unknown quantity. ठीक है. That will go with almost every other aspect that the quantity will be generally unknown. He has some interesting stories. He has some interesting stories. अब कितनी है? It might be 5, it might be 10, it might be 20, it might be anything. We do not know that. Okay? We do not know that. So that way it will go. Okay, I missed a point here. It is also used in questions uh, where you know possibly the answer is going to be yes. तो affirmation जहाँ पे आपको एक sense लगता है वहाँ पे generally some होता है. For example, I think the example in your book has been given as can you name some of your friends. ठीक है. तो there's no harm in telling somebody that anybody will accept that request and answer. ठीक है. तो इस टाइप के जो questions होते हैं उसके अंदर some आएगा. Then we have any. Some was positive, any is negative. Okay. Some was positive, any is negative. Any basically means in a negative sense, like where there's hardly anything or a very less if it is there. So that takes the Annie takes that sense basically. He hasn't got any money. उसके पास कोई भी पैसा नहीं है, मतलब बिल्कुल भी पैसे उसके पास में नहीं है. तो hasn't clearly is a negative verb. ठीक है, there's a spelling mistake, don't worry about that. ठीक है, hasn't is clearly a नेगेटिव वर्ब. नो का जो सेंस है, नहीं का जो सेंस है, वो यहाँ पर आ रहा है. ठीक है, तो हैजंट इज दैट. ठीक है, देन गॉट एनी मनी. ही हैजंट गॉट एनी मनी, कि उसके पास कुछ बिल्कुल भी पैसे नहीं है. तो नेगेटिव आ रहा है, तो एनी का जो सेंस है वो भी नेगेटिव में रहता है, कि या तो बहुत कम, ना के बराबर जिसको आप कह सकते हो. ठीक है, हार्डली, स्केर्सली और बेयरली. अगर ये तीन वर्ड्स आ रहे हैं तो it will generally take any with it. Hardly, scarcely और barely अगर ये सब words आ रहे हैं तो it will almost always take any with it. There's hardly any mistake. Again, hardly, scarcely, barely means very less or near to no. ठीक है, तो when we are talking about again near to no or in a negative sense, we'll take any. It can also mean two things. ठीक है, it can also mean two things here. Practically every, practically every, almost everything that is possible, or no particular one. You're not talking about any particular one thing. You're practically, or when you're talking about practically everything. I've used two examples for this. If you have, if you need any help, feel free to ask that. If you need any help, practically every help which you think you can ask, if you feel you need any help, just feel free to ask. Just come and talk to me and I'll be completely available. तो any यहाँ पे, any जो है वो यहाँ पे किसका सेंस दे रहा है? Practically every, मतलब possibly जितने भी चीजें हो सकती है वो सबका सेंस जो है वो यहाँ पर दे रहा है. ठीक है, एंड देन इट इज, हैव यू सीन एनी गुड मूवीज लेटली? कोई पर्टिकुलर मूवी के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहे, बस रैंडमली पूछे कि कोई भी अच्छी मूवी आपने देखी है कि लास्ट कुछ दिनों में, लेटली मीन्स इन द रीसेंट टाइम्स. ठीक है, सो एनी मीन्स अ नेगेटिव सेंस. Any will generally give a negative sense, as well as it will mean practically everything that is possible. ठीक है, और it may also mean no particular one, कि कोई एक पर्टिकुलर नहीं होना चाहिए. ठीक है, much and many, very confusing. ठीक है, many of you will get confused regarding it. So there's just one small simple picture I have used to explain it to you. This is also an adjective, this is also an adjective. Much and many both are adjectives. ठीक है, much also refers to a large amount of, and many also refers to a large amount of. तो these are the things common जिसकी वजह से सबको confusion generally हो जाता है. What is difference is use for uncountable nouns which are in singular form, that is much, and use for countable nouns which are in plural form, that is many. This is the only difference. Okay, much and many are both determiners with more or less the same basic meaning in great quantity or in large number. There is, however, a distinction in their use. Uncountable nouns in singular form, okay, and countable nouns which are in plural form. I have used almost the same example here. Many jobs need to be done immediately. Job is something which you can count. It is a countable noun. Okay, so it is taking a, it is a countable noun and it is in plural form. Then it is taking many. Much here itself is pointing towards the noun. Much needs to be done immediately. There's no, that's uncountable noun. ठीक है, काफी सारा जो काम है वो करने की जरूरत है, तो यहाँ पे उसने पर्टिकुलरली नाउन लिया ही नहीं है, तो here this is taking much. Okay, I hope that is clear. Basically much and many are the same things. There's no particular difference in them. ठीक है, only difference is that much will take a uncountable noun which is in singular form and many will take a countable noun which is in plural form. Then we have a little and little. Okay, they are the same things. There's only the addition of article a. Okay, a little and little. What does little means? Not much, almost nothing, and often has the negative meaning not enough. ठीक है, लिटिल का जो मीनिंग है वो हमेशा नॉट इनफ, ऑलमोस्ट नथिंग या नेगेटिव सेंस में जाएगा. ठीक है, और अ लिटिल का जो मीनिंग है वो हमेशा स्मॉल अमाउंट में जाएगा या पॉजिटिव मीनिंग में जाएगा कि हाँ मतलब आई डू इट एंड आई थिंक दैट्स इनफ फॉर मी टू हेल्प विद इट. ठीक है, example has been given with the aspect of language because both will go with uncountable nouns. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल जो यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है दैट इज विद द रेफरेंस टू अ लैंग्वेज, क्योंकि दोनों जो है वो अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स को यूज करते हैं. आई स्पीक लिटिल स्पेनिश, आई विल नीड अ ट्रांसलेटर टू हेल्प मी. आई स्पीक लिटिल स्पेनिश, की मुझे एकदम ना के बराबर स्पेनिश आती है, तो आई तो विल नीड अ ट्रांसलेटर टू हेल्प मी. ठीक है, एंड देन a little is I speak a little Japanese and I use it when I go to Japan. थोड़ी सी बोलता हूँ लेकिन that is enough for my work to be done. ठीक है, लिटिल इज फॉर नॉट मच, ऑलमोस्ट नथिंग सेंस, जब वो वहां पे पर्टिकुलरली एक कंप्लीट काम जो है वो नहीं कर पा रहा है, अनकाउंटेबल नाउन के साथ जाएगा दोनों, हमेशा कीप दैट इन माइंड. लिटिल एंड अ लिटिल बोथ विल गो विथ अनकाउंटेबल नाउन. लिटिल हैज अ नेगेटिव सेंस व्हेन इट मींस नॉट इनफ एंड अ लिटिल हैज अ पॉजिटिव सेंस व्हेन इट मींस इनफ. ठीक है, आई स्पीक लिटिल स्पेनिश, आई नीड अ ट्रांसलेटर टू हेल्प मी. मुझे ना के बराबर स्पेनिश आती है, तो आई विल तो नीड अ ट्रांसलेटर टू हेल्प मी. एंड द अदर पर्सन इज सेइंग दैट आई स्पीक लिटिल जापानीज एंड आई यूज इट व्हेन आई गो टू जापान. की जब मैं जापान जाता हूँ तो मैं वो थोड़ी बहुत जो आती है मुझे जापानीज, मैं उसको यूज कर लेता हूँ. तो अ लिटिल इज गिविंग यू द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ समथिंग दैट इज नॉट इनफ and little is giving you the objective the option of something that is enough. ठीक है, not enough and enough. I hope all these things were clear. There is much and many, some and any. Some is for affirmative verbs. ठीक है, and any is for negative verbs. Some means some unknown quantity. ठीक है, which might be useful for you. Any means barely anything, and it has a completely different meaning that is not related to some. Much and many, much and many both will take both refer to a large amount of. Okay, it is used for uncountable nouns which are in singular form much, and countable nouns which are in plural form many. A little, not much, not enough, little, enough goes with uncountable nouns and goes with अनकाउंटेबल नाउन्स. दोनों नाउन जो है वो अनकाउंटेबल ही लेंगे. ठीक है, दोनों जो है वो अनकाउंटेबल नाउन ही लेंगे. एक का मतलब है नॉट इनफ और एक का मतलब है इनफ. आई होप things are clear till this point and there is no doubt regarding anything. Still, if you have any doubts regarding the whole thing, either you can WhatsApp or call between 4 to 7 to clear all your doubts. This is going to be a topic of your test also. So don't worry, very basic questions will come where you can use your common sense and answer them very easily. I